Hey there, Jenessa Turbes here with Real Simple, simplifying all things real estate. So, congratulations again on getting under contract on your home purchase. Today we are going to talk about your inspection. So, the inspection, we hire an inspector to come into the property that you are purchasing to fully inspect the property inside and out. He's usually going to start with the exterior, things like the roof, the gutters, the siding, stucco, whatever that looks like, paint, even things in the backyard like the trees and shrubbery, if they're too close to the house and need to be trimmed down. All of that is going to be noted in the report. Then he's going to move inside and go through every nook and cranny of the house, testing things like electricity, plumbing, looking for cracks, checking the age of the furnace and the hot water heater, making sure that they're running correctly. There is a huge list of things that they go over, a little checklist that they go over as they go through the house. They're going to be taking pictures, documenting everything. The whole process, depending on the size of the house, can take up to even like 3 hours. The quickest inspection I've been to, I would say, was probably an hour and a half on a much, much smaller property. The longest one I've been at was probably right around 3 hours. And my inspectors are really great at explaining everything to you. I usually recommend that you come towards the latter half of the inspection to kind of sit with the inspector at the end, and he can go over any big major red flags with you before you see the report. Now, when you get the report, it's going to be lots and lots of pages, but I don't want you to get intimidated. Yes, the inspector is basically coming into the house to find any of the big issues before you buy and, possibly an opportunity to save you some money in the long run, right? But I don't want the report to discourage you from purchasing the property. The thing is, that kind of comes with home ownership, right? There's going to be lots of maintenance, lots of things that you'll have to keep up on that you might not be used to with renting, because the landlord or property manager is going to take care of all that. So it's natural for houses to have some things that need attention, right? And that's going to be, the house throughout the time that you own it as well. So don't get too intimidated by the report. Obviously, we are going to ask for the big things to either be fixed or money towards fixing them, things that are deal breakers or things that are major like health and safety issues. But as far as like smaller cosmetic things, don't let that scare you away, even though the report is long. The report is going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between, right? So that's why the report is so long. But, look at those red and yellow items. See what things are really, really important to you when it goes into the negotiation process. Obviously, we don't want to lose the home unless it's really like, no, this is too much, I want to back up. But I don't be intimidated by the report. Again, they're coming in to find anything and everything. So once the inspection is complete, we will review it together, that long report, again, talking about those big red flag items. We will develop an inspection resolution. That is how we are going to negotiate with the seller on what things need to be done. So I will send that over to the listing agent, and then they will come back and say, yes, we'll do this and this and this. We won't do this, or we'll give you this, or we're not going to do any of it, or we're going to do all of it. So that kind of just spearheads the negotiation process as far as getting you into a home that you feel comfortable moving into. That's essentially what we want to get at, right? So the inspection is super, super important. Make sure you hire a qualified inspector. I have already sent you all of my recommendations of my reputable inspectors that I have worked with over the years. So do some research, read some reviews, whatever you need to do. Let's get that inspection scheduled, and then we will review that report, and then we will be one step closer to the closing table. So, of course, if you have any questions, please sure to reach out. Jenessa Turbes with New Dawn Realty, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.